do that. We'll get content. If we're gonna fucking start, we're gonna teach Twisty a lesson. Twisty, Melba, we got Twisted Toast. We're gonna do a live unboxing today. My wife, she goes, it was Melba's birthday. I think 3 months ago now.
No, I did it for Christmas
last month.
Anyways, so we got you some. Kat did. I paid for them though.
She wrapped them, dude. There was some legit packaging going on. Straight up, these were also.
I could have gone really crazy here. I was like, this one's cute, this one's cute, this one's
She
cute.
might be crazy bag lady. She had these in clear bags also. It was actually, it was expert level packaging, seriously, in the box. I'm just saying. And I'm really also grateful that nobody stole them off the steps at my office. So I would just, next time you want to send me something, let's connect so you have my home address.
Perfect. Will do.
All right, I can't wait to see these. What did
Okay, are we opening them right now?
Yeah.
Oh goodness, I might need some scissors though. I don't know if I can rip this.
You had to pack them that good?
Yes.
There's a tight knot. Oh no, I can tear it. I can tear it.
Today's Twisted Toast episode, we're gonna be diving into fucking some PI douchebags. We're gonna be
my God.
about my week with chiropractic results, hype accounts.
Okay, wait, stop. You ready?
Yep.
Oh my. So I have questions. Did you have a vision when you picked these wigs out?
I think I knew that you liked them short because I see that you've got the short one. I thought you had a blonde one and a black one. I'm not sure if you do have a blonde one.
Yeah, the blonde one is longer though.
Got it. Okay.
The blonde one kind of makes you look a little like a crackhead that you pick up on the side of a gas station sometimes. You know?
She looks great with a trucker hat. All right, here we go.
They're probably
a little ombre.
Ooh, that one's cool.
Yeah, it's like a burgundy pink.
You know whose hair that looks like? That looks like Paula Ruffin's hair.
You know what? You're right. The color.
That's Paula Ruffin wig. We'll call that.
This is nice though. This is soft.
We'll call that the Ruffin.
She fancy.
The Ruffin. Ruffin it up. Rough and tugged.
Paula Ruffin, who has the sex butter. I haven't heard her talking about her sex butter in a long time.
I have not heard of this before. She does.
Lord, what is that? Is edible? Or...
It's an edible oil that you can use for sex.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it savory flavors or sweet? Oh, butter. Is it like garlic and herb?
I don't know that.
I'm intrigued. Because I think she does animals. She's in Tennessee.
No, Paula's in Detroit. She's one of the Detroit girls.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
She was with us. Amanda never called. We were supposed to. This sounds fucked up this day. We're supposed to have Amanda on today to be one of our interview people.
Oh.
But I think Amanda's probably somewhere in Dubai or something today. Like, you know.
Oh my God. I can't believe this. This is so funny. Oh, and I got a wig cap. Okay. I'm going to wear this one next week. We're going to call her Lola.
Oh, Lola, I'm already excited. Is this red or what is this? Oh, it's pink? Oh, that's hot. Why did you say that for you? Can you get some of these wigs?
They're like, so does she have bangs?
It does have bangs.
Yeah, I thought that was fun.
Well, most wigs have to have bangs to kind of cover up the whole like forehead thing.
Well, we're glad.
My goodness.
Merry Christmas. Happy birthday. You deserve a lot more.
Thank you. Okay, well, now we can run a poll on which color. I already said I was wearing pink. Never mind. Yes. I could change my mind.
You do what you want. Thank you, Kat.
I do my thing.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. All right. So we got wigs. We got more wigs for stuff. That's awesome. What am I using for microphone right now? I'm using the Blue Snowball. This is all around, so I'm gonna fix this audio later. Oh, it's been crazy.
Are we talking about red light this morning, this afternoon?
Well, no, we have to talk about red light, but we got to promote red light. If you want to get a red light unit that looks legit, doesn't look like you bought it off fucking eBay, you want something that looks like better than 1980s tanning bed, and when you used to go into video stores and get your 2 videos, your porn video, and get a tan that same day, because that was how America used to be. We need to bring that back. When you used to go get videos and get a tan at the same time.
That's so funny.
And if you want to have a unit that is legitimately going to help you sell high level packages, you got to go to my red light special. Me and Melba are giving you $3,500 off right away. You can claim that and go to myredlightspecial.com, and then we'll hook you up with the team to get you your new red light unit. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. No, I'm just in a bad mood. I should not be in a bad mood.
How does your bad mood serve you?
It doesn't serve me, dude. You know that.
I know, that's why I ask.
I'm a bad fucking mood. I'm pissy. I want to fight everyone today. I want to fight Evan
Why?
Katz. I want
Why?
to talk about this Evan Katz dude. So me and Dan were playing around this weekend. So this Evan Katz dude who does PI stuff. And look, he's really, really brilliant with PI stuff. But for some reason, hey, Kat, come here. I'm going to bring Kat back real quick because I'm going to ask this question. So I'm talking about Evan Katz, the guy who this is where I'm going to get really pissy, because he wrote, I don't have time for non-chiros. I'm going to get into that. So hang on to that for me, Melba. I don't have time for non-chiros. But when I said to you, hey, he's pissing on Dan for doing scripts, you're like, well, how would you not do scripts if you're a chiropractor? Like, as a consumer patient, my wife has said, why would you not do scripts? Why?
I don't know why you wouldn't do scripts. I think that you should do scripts. You should stay on top of it, know exactly what you're talking about, get confident in what you're saying. If you're going to do, like a free flowing conversation, you can stumble, you don't sound confident.
My own wife has answered for you as a consumer, you motherfuckers. Get the close for Chiro. Anyways.
You're
All right,
so
thanks,
funny.
Dave. Get the close for Chiro.
I think scripts are a good foundation, right? I think that once you kind of know generally where you're supposed to be going and have a good handle on that, then you can get into the variability of it all. Yeah, it is all about
But let me compare it to
absolutely.
chiropractic results. I've had so many fucking calls that people want to know how the machine works. No, you fucking don't. Because that will take it's taken me 6 months and 5
Nobody
hours.
wants to get that far in Tristan's head.
No, but do you want to get that far in a fucking X-ray and fucking your own body and understand? No, I want to know you can fucking fix it. So this guy's all about, because he's an awesome person in PI. And this is the problem with PI guys. When they start making money in PI, they forget to learn how to sell. Because here's what they learn how to do. They learn how to fucking suck a cock and negotiate down their service fees.
I need to know who this person is. Are they on Facebook?
He's actually a really smart. So I'm not docking him, but when he fucks his wife, he probably stares at the old mirror when he's fucking his wife. So fuck you.
I bet you do the same thing.
I don't know. No. I don't. PI guys. I love PI guys.
Dude,
I got a big PI guy in Utah. Joe Utash, really big. But here's what pisses me off, motherfucker. Don't ever fucking belittle me as a non-chiro. Don't ever fucking belittle me as a non-chiro ever, motherfucker. Because I'm going to tell you this. The reason that the medical paradigm got to where it is today is because of non-medical doctors. If you guys keep sucking and stroking each other off and not let in some of the best advocates for chiropractic that are non-chiropractors, if you shit on non-chiros that are building this business, fuck you, motherfucker.
Take a deep breath. Ready? Breathe in.
So when he fucks his wife, he's probably staring at himself in the mirror. She's probably not coming. So if you need some tips how to make your fucking wife come, Evan, let me fucking know.
Oh, Tristan.
Hey, try wigs. Anyways, I want to say this. You need to have scripts. This is a world, you need to have scripts. You need to have scripts. You need to have tonation down. You need to learn how to sell. If we're talking about learning how to negotiate with lawyers, that's one thing. But when we're talking about how to make this easy for consumers to digest and understand, you don't need care plans. And Melba, you were like, you're a queen of care plans. Like, you don't need care plans that are the same for everyone. You should have adaptability with what their problems are. Did I scare you with my yelling? I told you I'm going to turn to Howard Stern on this show. I should be calling Evan's office and
I think
playing.
that Howard Stern's way more mellow than you are.
No, that you
Yes.
don't remember Howard back in the 90s?
I went and looked at some videos, dude, and I didn't like listen to him like you did, so I had to go and educate myself.
Oh, well, I was going to do the gargling cum with like some like,
Oh my god. Oh my
because that's
god.
what PI docs do really well. They know how to fucking
Hey,
gargle cum.
have you ever read the book, The Four Agreements?
We keep talking about this.
You know what one of the agreements is?
No,
Don't take things personally.
I take everything personally. I have a chip on my shoulder for everything, and
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something.
that's
I'm
why
gonna
I've made
tell you
millions,
something.
and I'm going to make billions because I have a chip on my shoulder.
I don't know. I'm gonna say this though. I carried anger with me for a long time, and I had the same answer. Doesn't serve me.
It
And I'll
doesn't.
be honest, when
But
I
if it,
read that book, and after I understood a lot more things, you should read it.
I'm going to argue with you
Honestly,
on this
taking
point.
things personally doesn't serve you either, right?
It does if you use it like I'm
And
doing right now right now. It serves me
anything
for
that anybody
content.
else does, only has everything to do with them and absolutely nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, as much as you want to hear it, it's not all about
I
you, you
understand.
know,
I
and that's
understand.
why we just don't take things personally because people are only coming from their own point of view. So, back to the question, like, how does it serve you to
Well,
be
let
so
me
angry and get so riled up about something that
as my coach
isn't
Phil.
even about you?
It is about me. Everything's about me. It's- so,
It's that
as my
song, you probably think this song is about you.
as my coach Phil Tall has said to me, I am one of the most brilliant minds that I can talk myself. I am so smart I can talk myself in anything, including doing drugs, which, that's that's justification from an addict standpoint. But I will say this, let me make the argument and have cognitive dissonance. Let's find a kernel in truth. I'm going to find a kernel in truth in what you're saying. Kernel of truth is it doesn't serve me better for what I do. I should detach and I should move on. But it does serve me when I'm making content and also putting chip on my shoulders to make as much money as fucking possible, build fucking awesome tools and platforms that help people. So anger can serve you if you know how to
You
have it.
could do all those things without leveraging anger. You're a lover, dude.
I am a lover, but
Leverage your love.
I'm also when you
Leverage your
fucking this is what they used to say.
love.
This is what they used to say about Sean Dill. And I'm gonna tell people now behind the scenes. His little dick bitch, little fucking prototype, Grant. And I love Grant, but he's a little dick bitch when he fucking follows Sean. Would say, don't poke the bear. Well, the bear's been fucking murdered because you don't fucking deal with the whale. I'm the whale, motherfucker. Don't ever fuck with the whale. When you turn the whale on, fucking gonna tsunami you fucking bitches. You won't have a fucking brand. You won't fucking be able to make fucking money ever again. I built businesses up to 6 million and 6 months after I left, they had to fucking rebrand, motherfucker. So I'm on today because we also closed out 21 as of today, because I had to take one other on. I know you had questions about chiropractic results, so we're going to do this live. What questions do you
What's the alpha thing? You're
Yeah.
talking about all this Tor stuff or this extra tram stuff. I have no idea some of the things that you had put on the post. I was like, what are these things that he's even talking about that it does?
So,
Do you know what I'm talking about?
yeah, like 6 months ago, I really started putting this together and testing it out, and we had 3 to 6 months of data in multiple markets of, if we do this, if we feed the machine, is it going to help you rank better on AI? If you feed the machine, is it going to help you rank better in SEO? And then I said, I'll bring it all together and we'll call this a hype account. Hype account essentially is, we'll take your profile and then on a third-party social proof advertising, we'll put awareness ads. So in your Meta, Instagram, YouTube, we're going to run ads in your local market from Chiropractic Results, telling the world, hey, this is a great clinic that gets great results. And that's what the hype account is. Now, we have 4 accounts. You can do freemium. Anyone can use this utility, and you can put up to freemium. Don't pay anything. You can put 12 results on that, and at 12 results, it locks out because of data and storage. If you want to unlock unlimited storage, basically like the cloud. If you want to unlock unlimited and put as many chiropractic results from your, and you have to do it manually. We're gonna be launching that at $119 a month. And then that's what it developed more problems, because we had users, right? I had alphas that have been using this, and they go, "Can we do this faster? Is there anything you can do?" And I'm like, well, let's build a tethering AI app for your EHR, whether you're cloud or your server, and we'll go into your notes. Well, then I had people going, "What about HIPAA?" Well, we'll sign a business associate agreement and you use the software. Software will automate getting you your results. So it speeds it up, makes your life easier. And then I said, well, let's build some other features in there, like peer recommendations and patient reviews and video case studies. So at $500 a month, you can unlock Premium, which is basically the SaaS. You're still doing it yourself, but you can use the SaaS to make it faster, and you unlock other features. And then Hype is exactly what it sounds. You want us to hype and pimp and promote you out in your market? We'll do that. And so there fits for everybody. Everyone, there's a fit for every type of clinic, startup clinics to multi-site clinics. That's the cool thing about this last week. We signed up 3 multi-site with over 6 clinics, Delaware, Houston, Texas. Those are definitely great fits for Hype. They want to own multiple markets. But there's a fit for everyone. So I was going to tell you, I think that you could fit under the utility one and just do it yourself for right now and gain. And then if you wanted to grow into Hype, you could wait and see. I don't see that market. And ironically, one of the hot, like, because of life, there's a lot of chiropractors in your market and stuff. But we've really taken off in the Midwest because it was designed for a lot of the Chicago markets first, and that's where we put focus. That doesn't mean if you're listening to this, wait, will it work? Yeah, it will work. We're just gonna have to develop it out in 30 days in that area. So, I'm happy to do whatever anybody wants. There's fits for everybody. What questions percolated for you on that?
None actually, but I do have a sneeze stuck in my nose, so I'm waiting to see what happens.
So it's been really great because we are tracking around about 4 new patients a month from AI recommendations that we're tracking. And you can get that even on a freemium. I'm telling you that right now, if you use it. But what will happen is you're going to want more because you're going to want to keep feeding the machine. We're feeding the machine. And so I have, Karen Hanna, shout out to Bushido Billings founder, Karen Hanna, Advancing Animal Chiropractic leader. I told her, she was a freemium. She put 1 result on there for hiccups, and which this is what I really love. Like they helped, and she put a really great narrative and all this stuff. And for weeks, months, it was helping her rank in chiropractor in Morton, Illinois. Just that profile
Huh.
and that outcome, it's gone down since she hasn't put more results in. So she's like, I'm gonna get on top of it and stuff. And I said, well, I'm gonna be
Yeah, I would
releasing.
rather just pay for the AI to get into my notes and do things for
Well,
me.
yeah, right, because it make it faster. Yeah. So you can't you get it for free because you're my friends. So you don't have to pay for shit, dude.
Oh my God. Well, thank you for that.
And there's some other relationships that I have with the Spiz partners, like Mark from Chiro Boost, close for Chiro Docs.
He's awesome. He's killing it, isn't he?
He's really smart. I really surround myself with smart, wonderful people that care about me and tell me that don't let my anger serve me, and I'm gonna. But
I gotta tell you, Tristan, again, the reason why I say it to you is because it really has even transformed my own life and my
I know,
relationships with people,
I
and
know.
it's just it's
But I will
really
fucking dare every motherfucker that does my fucking life.
called silent
No one
screaming.
knows that underneath this fucking hippie is a fucking monster.
We know, Tristan. We
So,
know.
anyways, I Mark
One
from
of my patients goes to a scream room, a breaking room. Like she goes and she screams and she breaks glass. It's like a thing.
Mark from Chiro Booster is great. Close for Chiro, obviously been a partner for a long time. If you're a Chiro and 80 client with Austin Cohen, so we're still layering what those partners. So if you're a client of theirs, we're developing a tier level that unlocks a portion of the premium, not everything. Melba's gonna get all the premium because she's my girl, but so that's why I was gonna tell you that too. If it comes down to you want the hype, we'll figure that out. But I think right now we're
That's
locked
nice of you.
we're locked down with hypes. You can't get into that. We're gonna unlock it again in February. Oh, it was a great week. I was going till 11 p.m. every night, 7 a.m. starting. I was selling like awesome, but lazily. I'm hiring a
I thought
sales
you
rep.
died for a second.
I thought I was going to for a second. It was a lot last week. Um, it's great. We are technically a 200K ARR product right now. We're valued over 3 million as of
What
today.
does ARR mean
Annual recurring revenue.
for you?
Yeah. So, and someone called me on Sunday and they're like, dude, I just want to talk to you about like, I see these things you just, they asked me about money and I had to tell them the truth. Cause that's all it is. You get the truth with me. And they're like, I go, dude, I've been making money forever. But the one thing about making money is you got to understand the first rule of money. It's not fucking real. Once you realize it's just made up, then
Just
you
fun
can make believe
tokens.
whatever you want it to be. Is there rules and systems with that? Absolutely. But the first thing of making money, generating money, you have to realize, like my grandfather used to say, poor is a state of mind. It is.
Mindset.
If you're scared of anything, of giving money away and realizing giving money, you look at Amanda is another, and we were supposed to be on, so we'll get her on sometime, but Amanda is probably Amanda from Chiro Mogul is not one of the most giving motherfuckers you've ever met in your life.
Yeah.
Does she
And
not?
ultra positive.
And is she not one of the richest motherfucking bitches you've ever met in your life?
Well, I don't know. I'm not privy to her finances, but she
I
certainly
am.
is very
She's
generous.
very fucking rich. So, and she's gotten that way multiple different avenues and channels. But it starts with you have to give it away to get it. If you are holding on to money, you ain't going to get money. And that was my whole post on Sunday or whenever I wrote this thing about, because it was related to like, dude, I didn't have $1,000 to give away to buy dinner for people that probably could afford it 10 times over me, but I needed to do it to build these relationships and make money down the road. Number two, with making money, you got to understand that it is make believe. But number two, when you're building a business, are you building a lifetime value business or are you building a dollar today business? And I'm never ever building dollar today businesses. They're lifetime value businesses. And I believe chiropractic is built for lifetime value. I believe that your patients should stay with you until they die and that their family should be coming to you until they die. And that's what this is. It should be. I got guys that are talking about their PVA in the 50s and 60s and being like, dude, suck my dick. Look how big it is. And I'm like, when I grew up with my dad and your husband's, this is what I wrote about also. Why was that older generation? It wasn't the Mercedes 80s because before the Mercedes 80s, there was my grandparents' generation. Why were they more successful with money, impact, and happiness? When I look at success, it should be really ultimately happiness first. Are you fucking happy? And not an angry motherfucking bastard that wants to choke everybody. Number two, are you making impact? Does it transcend your life? Will generations be talking about what you, even if, I look at LaGrange in Aspinwall Clinic, 73 years, that is impactful. I'm doing an interview process for them for hiring a sales rep because I think every chiropractic office should have a sales rep. And I've interviewed 3 rounds for group interviews. So we've had about maybe a dozen people on, and that's how sad the state of, we've had over probably 100 people apply, but this is what happens with hiring. And I've
You
had,
put a huge number out there, dude.
well, no, that was for me. You're talking about my post about 396K. I'll talk about that. I'm hiring for Aspinwall Clinic for a sales rep for their office. And we've had about, I don't know, a lot of people apply for the job. Not many people show up, but the people that did show up, 30% of them were already part of the practice or have been to that practice. That's that type, like that's how long they've been around. That's how that clinic is a staple of the community. So I was saying about making money, it should be about I make impact, I make legacy, I'm happy. Well, what success is? Success is, that's what I was saying. Success should be I make impact, I'm happy, and I'm making money. you got to understand money's not real. Once you realize that, number 2, you got to be in the lifetime value business. Number 3, you can't be afraid to take risk. You have to understand that like there's risk in everything that you do. And like, it's risky for a chiropractor to shift their paradigm of their narrative and not do what everyone else is doing. But if you've been sitting on something, if you're listening to this and you're going, I know that voice is telling me, that voice is calling for me to do something different, fucking start listening to that voice, man. And stop listening to every fucking guru who tells you otherwise. And that's fear-based. So, yeah, I've made a shitload of money in my life. I've also given away a lot of money. I mean, I was telling that story and I was telling someone, I was like, we're putting $80,000 in cash underneath our bed a month, $80,000 in our closet. And this is my ex in California. But when we would get in fights, we would take those boxes and we throw it, and there'd be like all this. I'm taking the money. You're taking the. I'm fucking leaving because I'm a classic, as my wife knows. I'm putting my fucking thing on my shoulder and I go across the street because I did that since I was a kid. I used to leave my house when I was 5. I'm running away, and I put my little bag on my shoulder and I would leave and I would go sit across and wait for my mom to come get me. I just wanted to be loved. And then I realized that no one's going to love you unless you make a
So
shitload
that's
of
how
money.
your anger has served you. That's what's brought you love in the past.
So I say there's the world is it's impermeable with opportunities. You have to understand that everyone has the power to grab those opportunities whenever they want. You just got to decide what you want and have a mission for it. So yeah, I did put out there, I'm hiring sales reps at $396K. That was not a lie. It was underserving what they can make. If I had, this is now a 9-day run starting Saturday of last week. If I had paid myself commissions we're paying $3,000 for a hype sale to a sales rep. If I had paid commissions, we're at 21 right now because we sold over twice, and I'm stopping it. My wife's hearing me out there. It is stopped till February. I would have made $63,000 in 1 week in commissions. Let's just say that was monthly. That's $250,000 in a month. I don't know.
A lot of money.
That's a lot of shit. So I had a lot of chiropractors reach out to me, and Shay Ridge, who's one of these guys who commented on my PI thing because he thought it was targeted as him. Shay, it's not targeted as you. It was
I didn't see a
targeted at
PI thing.
what?
I didn't see a
I
PI
posted
thing.
this thing about PI guys don't need to learn how to sell. They know how to swallow.
Oh my God, dude. I can't believe you said that.
So,
Yes, I can.
so Shay reached out to me, and I love Shay. Shay has a very important thing in my life because Shay is a part of something that he might not even know. When I asked God in the universe for Kat, it was a night that caused a rainstorm in Carmel, Indiana, and it was a Wednesday night. And this is back when I was with Sean and Lacey at BDC, and we used to do what was called Discovery Days. And Discovery Days were Wednesdays when people would fly out and they spend all day with Sean and Lacey breaking down their business. And then they would be like, hey, Tristan's going to come over to the golf club course and we're going to party the rest of the night. My job was basically to fucking party with people and sell them shit.
Your dream job.
Yeah, wrongly, because I should have been the one they should have been spending the day with, breaking down their business better and more accurately. But anyways, so I was going through that time. I was probably doing a shitload of fucking speed, a shitload of Woodford, all combined, trying to bring my heart rate down with bringing my heart rate up. And it was COVID. And so Shay's coming out now. Shay's an amazing heart individual. He's also probably one of the few people that can go toe to toe with me, and maybe probably even better and win in those battles of drinking and partying. And I did not go out that way. I ignored Sean and Lacey's text calls. I ignored our team's calls because I was literally that night just having I just want to do something different. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to fucking go and party with Shay. And so Dexter, Lacey's dog, got lost that night. And the next day, because the storm, and they got home drunk and they let the dog out. The next day, we're all posting shit about, we lost Dexter. And Kat shared it in some groups, and I reached out to her because we had met on Hinge. And then I did some stupid shit like like send some selfies of me at a bar with like women behind me buying drinks, being like, "Hey, you should come hang out with me. I'll buy you drinks," which was not Kat's thing, right? And I'm trying to show I can get women, and they were really ugly women, but you can get, pussy's pussy. You can get it for buying $900 of bar tabs anywhere. Just trust me on that, dudes. Um, but so I reached back out to her. I'm like, hey, thanks for sharing that. And that's what compelled us to like meet and get re-engaged. So if it wasn't for Dexter getting lost, if it wasn't for Shay Ridge coming to Carmel for his discovery day and me not wanting to party with Shay, none of this would have happened. So Shay, that wasn't about you. But Shay is one of the doctors that reached out to me. And I'm going to tell anyone, any chiropractor that reached out or commented on my post, if you are not closing me, then you're not getting hired. That's the end of, if you are not closing me. So if you can't show that you can do the follow-up, which is a big portion of this sales job, if you can't close me, then you're not getting hired. And that should be
Can't
anyone's
close,
role
you
when
can't
hiring a sales
close.
rep.
Can't close, you can't close.
Can't close, you can't close. Close me, and you'll have a job making 396 to $250,000 guaranteed and probably make over $1 million this next year. But I
You know
also
why
don't
I'm
want
wearing blue?
chiropractors who are going to moonlight. You
Sorry.
can't moonlight with this. Um, yeah, this has been an exciting episode, dude.
I don't know about what I think about, honestly, chiropractors that go into marketing.
What? Well, because one, you're not a fucking, how did you prove to be an expert in that? Like, it's like the Malcolm Gladwell thing says, like, you don't become an expert in something like the Beatles became an expert in rock and roll by 10,000 hours plus in the cavern.
Yeah, so
I
there's
have,
trial and error for sure.
you got to have 10,000 hours is the minimum for expertise, right? So I don't see, like, just because you got lucky with one clinic does not say shit. And it doesn't mean you got lucky. You might have done a great job with your clinic. That's the thing with coaching too. Just because you built for your paradigm doesn't mean you can coach and adapt to others. There's dudes out there that don't understand one of the most important things when it comes to coaching and consulting is patience. You got to have
That's true.
patience.
Well, I could even, there are some people though, like you think about Matt Loop, for example. He's a DC. He's had a very successful online marketing kind of presence, right? He kind of got an early adaptation. So, and he's done it for a long time too. He's got his 10,000 hours, but I also think there's a lot of others that don't have that time, don't have that that time
Yeah.
integration.
Well, Matt has, Matt has history in doing that stuff. Um, you know, I don't know, man. I just wish that people would figure out what the fuck they want to do sometimes, because I think that's ultimately like, even when you're on my mom always says, if you're on the right track, you'll get hit by the train. So you have to adapt and evolve. Like that's part of life. So like getting into new
Yeah.
stuff and helping people I always support that. I'm side hustle twisty. Like I love that with helping people launch side hustles and do things. But I think a lot of times it comes into, they don't realize the work that they're going to have to do with launching a program. There's never a trade-off there's going to have to be either you got money or you got energy, and money is energy, right? You have to trade energy for energy. There's never,
Yep.
and someone loses. Someone always loses somewhere in something. And it doesn't mean someone, but like someone's good, like my hope is that Yelp loses with chiropractic results, that health grades loses. I don't want I don't want chiropractic to lose. I'm trying to make chiropractic win more with chiropractic results. But someone's going to have to lose in this what I'm building. Someone somewhere is going to lose when someone else is winning. Just hoping it's Yelp and health grades and other fucking things like that. Well, I've already seen this like this last week. Health grades is copying us, so I just got noticed and been tracking because like everyone's like, I'm like, dude, no one's gonna catch up with me on this for 18 months with it's like someone starting up something. It's gonna have to be someone ZocDoc or health grades, and it's health grades already starting. So health grades and me gonna go to fucking war.
I have some ideas to share with you, but we'll do it off camera.
No, let's do it here. That's what this is all about.
Well,
What do
I
you
would have to understand a little bit more about your levels of what you're saying with your tiers. Like, I like, there's the free and then there's a little bit more on top of that. But I think that your real juice and where you're going to get the most of what I think you want to put these other sites down so you have the data. And if you want to stay in front of the curve, is that, and maybe it already is in there and it sounds mostly reasonable, but could it be more reasonable with people in a struggling economy? Like, you have to be able to get the people that are willing to buy in to get the AI that
Yeah.
scours their ER. So the most affordable that you can make that one option,
Yeah.
that's what's gonna feed what you
That's
want, I
the
think.
the reality is you're not wrong, and we were talking about that making the 119 have the AI thing, and I'm toying with that.
I was thinking like, well,
The
I don't
problem the
remember what the
problem is
500 was. I was thinking like 250 maybe.
yeah, 500 is the new $50 though. That's my theory though. Like I really think we have changed so much. We talked about that a couple episodes ago, that inflation has changed so much that we're still that's not normalized to us, but it's normalizing to me now. Like if there's coaches out there that shouldn't be fucking getting this fee, but I'm just gonna say it, getting $8,000 a month, the structure has changed. Like,
Well, I just feel like too, so you're right. I mean, I certainly can't disagree. I'm always coming from the place of like, where's that mom pop shop who are having amazing results, but maybe
I
they're
know.
not in a space that they're gonna afford that 5, so maybe 250 is like, to me
But at
250 sounds like a
119 and to
very
do it
doable
yourself,
number.
that
What's
119 to do
that?
at 119 to do yourself, it takes 3 to 5 minutes to do these things. Like,
Yeah, I mean, if you're struggling that bad and you want it that bad.
that's exactly what I'm saying. If you can't afford for a SaaS application to speed this up and then unlock other features that value stack it into making it a steal of a deal, the value stack on the hype is about 5,800 or $5,448. So it's a steal at 1,500. The value stack at the premium is going to be around $2,400. So it's a steal of a deal right now. So that comes back to, again, it's not about being cheaper, it's about being more valuable.
No,
So
I totally get that. I
yeah.
get that. And I feel like I have to understand a little bit more. Like I need to look at something that I can read because like
Everyone says that.
I hear all your words
Yeah.
and my brain is trying to process it because you're talking about a lot of things that, it's kind of a new idea. And like people like hard copies. It's the same thing with my whole care plan idea, right? Like,
Yeah.
and it's not even my idea, right? It's from the old
Well, it
timers, if
is
you
your
will.
idea. That it is
People
your
want
idea.
to,
It is your
well,
idea.
no, as far as having something paper, people want something in their hand.
Yeah. Well, I did. I sent a
Or
document.
something they can
I sent a
read to help
document
them
to
slow it
everybody.
down.
I sent a document to everybody, and here's what everyone said. It's gibberish. I don't understand it.
Did you put it through chat or Perplexity or something like that
Yeah, no,
before you did
it's
it?
just because it is so new. That's what goes back to what I was saying earlier. It's like there's a point in time where you're like, I don't need to know what the chef did in the kitchen. I just want to send my fucking regards to the chef and say thank you for what you fucking cooked. Right? There's a like, you know, I mean, there has to be some secret recipe stuff, which we have. There's some IP stuff that, you know,
Just put it in and say, tell it to me like I'm in kindergarten.
I know. Well, that's up for someone else to figure. Look, we got my early adopters, the right ones in. Now we're gonna go on a mission to get the lower levels. I don't, people in coach. I got my first class.
I get it. I get it. I get it.
Hey,
Comfort and
look,
then coach.
I know you guys fly first class mostly everywhere, right? Come on.
My husband does have status.
Right. When you have to go back and sit and coach after you've done it with like, doesn't it feel? Come on.
I don't remember the last time I've
I'll
done
tell you what it'd be.
coach.
I could never go back to like non-Asian pussy. Like
Oh my God.
like once you've had
Oh
it,
my God, you would say that. That's so funny.
you know,
Once you've had it. Well, they say that about a lot of things
once
that
you
are
go,
racial,
well,
I
yeah,
suppose.
once you go crack, you never go back, right? Yeah. Man, what a great episode. Anything we did hit from your side? What are you doing this week?
Man, what am I doing this week? Well, I did just raise my prices, and
Yay!
that just gave me a $10,000 a year raise.
Yay! I'm so happy. You got
It's been a process, but everybody's been super cool about it. So
They should be super cool. You're worth more. You guys all know that. You're all worth more. All right. We got a Ram-a-lamb. I'm headed to South.
Lamb, read the 4 agreements.
I'm headed to
I'm
South
gonna buy
Carolina.
that for you. You guys got me wigs. I'm gonna get you the 4
I'm
agreements.
headed to South Carolina Wednesday and Thursday. Somerville and Mount Pleasant. No,
What's going on
I'm
there?
going to do an on-site for 2 days with a multi-site clinic of mine. Awesome clinic down there, multi-site clinics. And I'm going to head back and be hiring our sales reps in the next 2 weeks here. So for chiropractic results. So, hey, if you're not using your profile, get using your profile. It's working. It's working better than we thought. We just got, we're going to be adding a tool in there to track your prompt mentions and go from there. So I appreciate everyone jamming with us. If you wouldn't mind, please leave us a review or give us a star rating on Spotify, wherever you're listening to this, on Apple. Really, 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 really appreciate your reviews. And head over to myredlightspecial.com and get a $3,500 voucher for your new red light unit that you definitely need in your clinic. Thanks, guys. Bye, Melba. Bye.
Asta.
Bye.